Hello, in this video we will review my notes from the last several years, and my son will read with me for about 15 minutes. Sir, I'm waiting for you. Just say goodbye, see you later. What God has done for you. So what has God done for you?
Well, He gives me a place to live.
Through the hands of? I see. All right. So it says here, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. So apparently there's another life after this physical life. And if you believe in Jesus, you shall go to the everlasting life with him. But if you believe in Jesus, what does he say? If you love me, keep my... And he asked Peter, Peter, do you love me? Peter said, yes. And then Jesus said, feed my sheep. And then he asked Peter 3 times. Finally, Peter cried, right? You know that I love you. And then Jesus apparently in the movie said, yes, you will endure. You will, because at the end, Peter had a... That's how he died? Chopped off? I'm not sure. No, that was at that moment, but at the end of his life, I think he did die one of those deaths where someone kills you. All right, so here I have a fulcrum. You know what a fulcrum is? There's got to be a place where you love yourself and you love other people at the same time. So the fulcrum has to be somewhere in the middle so you can love yourself and love others. If you love yourself too much, you might, yes, the balance scale, and then you don't help out other people. Some of them want you to rake up their leaves, and you could say, you're not even going to pay me. But you know what? I don't work for other people. I really work for God. And wherever God sends me, that's where I go. All of them could hire another gardener that's better, has a car, a pickup truck, right? But for some reason, they chose to hire me. Because it's hotter in here than it is in the garage. My opinion. All right, so here we have 2 words. What are they? Please start. Respect and listen. If you don't listen, then you're being disrespectful. All right, so got that one. When I was a young man, I had no one to give me advice, and the advice my mother gave me was not enough. She just told me, you're going to be an ambassador, but I didn't know how to become an ambassador. A diplomat, a representative of a different country. World War I was apparently caused by a failure to communicate through all the diplomats. Oh yeah, you attack him, I'll attack, then Poland will attack you, and so on. All of them got into a fight. They were not very diplomatic. But what a war is basically one country bullying another. What I heard about India, though, when they put it this way, in 1,000 years, India has never attacked anyone.
Really?
And I'm like...
It's because of Gandhi.
No, he's only 200 years old or something, you know. Only just a little while ago. My grandpa knew about him, so when did he die? You could Google it right now.
I'm in Google right now.
So find out when Gandhi died. When did Gandhi die? My grandpa mentioned him.
When did Gandhi die? January
1948. That was just during Hitler's time. Hitler died in that era, in that time. All right. So when I was...
How old did Gandhi become?
Gandhi born?
Oops, they said Gandhi.
When was Gandhi born? Gandhi. Gandhi.
78 years old.
78. Bob is already 80. So you see how old he was, a grandpa.
That's because he didn't eat chicken.
Or meat. So when I was a young man, I didn't have anyone to give me advice. That's why we're having this conversation. So with the military, these were my choices. I was 18 years old. I was 17 when I finished high school because of my birthday. So to join the military, back then I didn't know I would get paid.
You didn't?
No.
How much do they get paid?
Not much.
Really? I thought they were like, but they don't get paid, but they cover like college, right?
It depends where you join. They pay for your schooling after the 4 years that you do their service, the military service. They call it a service.
Right?
You have to leave usually wherever. No, you don't have to go to a war if it's a wartime. But Vietnam War is still going on. It's just that it's a ceasefire. I think there's a war in Afghanistan. I think there's another one somewhere in the Middle East with the United States involved. Iraq.
Why is there so much war in Afghanistan?
I don't know. But if Afghanistan is in the Middle East, which I don't know really, if it is, over there they have oil. So they fight for oil. Opinion, all right? This is my opinion. All right, so with the military, I get nothing. But the reason that I didn't join was because my recruiter lied to me. He said, well, we don't need the paperwork. Just go and take the test. And so then, at the same time, my mother was being evicted. You know what that means? Kicked out of the house where we lived. So then we came to Miami, and Anna Carr, an old lady from Puerto Rico, let us sleep in her sofa, you know?
Yep.
So in the military, I got nothing out of it. However, there are other relatives, without mentioning names, that do get things out of the military. Yes. So some people enjoy the military life. You know, they make more money in some ways. But then again, there was the homeless guy that I gave $2 to at McDonald's the other day. He's a military guy. He's better shape than I am. He'll appear to be, if he's telling the truth, you know, that he is a soldier, or was. Okay, so when I was 18 or 17, I found out that relatives and family, they don't help. They don't help as much as they could.
Oh, well, when you said they don't help, it reminded me of an episode of Malcolm in the Middle. So basically, the parents of Malcolm, Lewis and Hal, they were becoming broke.
Okay.
So at the time, the grandparents, well, Lewis's mother and dad, they were over, and they were rich. Like their life was set. They were old, so they were rich, but they were very cool people. But they said, you know, we could give you a few $100,000 or something. They were like, yes, yeah. And then they're like, oh, this is such a relief. The next day they said, they bought a new refrigerator, because that's what they used it for. It wasn't $100,000. They gave them quite a bit of money to expense. They blew up the refrigerator because Malcolm was. So they bought a new one without paying it. They were like doing
monthly payments.
No, I don't know. They got it before they paid it. Like they'd pay it after.
They pay after. Yeah, it's like on credit.
Yeah, that's it. So then the next day they said, you know, we've been thinking. We don't think families should help each other with finances. So we're not going to give you the money. And Lewis was like, so mad.
Yes.
In the end, though, the dad of Lewis gets his army tools in the house and he gives them to Reese. Reese isn't smart. Like, he isn't smart. So basically, there was a live grenade, and he said, what does this do? Pull the ring, and, the dad of the mom, Lewis, put it back in. He was like, not let it go. Take it. He's like, no, you take it. And they were like throwing it. And then they accidentally pulled out the ring completely. So it was like 5 seconds. So what Malcolm did, because he came in and he was like, what is going on? You gave Reese a grenade? So he threw the grenade inside the new refrigerator that they had to pay for.
That's right. So
So
here, it's hanging on the wall.
Yeah, sure.
So in that show, it's a comedy, right? But sometimes what I found out is that my family, maybe they didn't know that I was in trouble, right? They didn't know that I was homeless, you know.
Which
So,
family?
relatives.
Oh.
Okay. So what I'm telling you is that when you're 17 and 18 years old, if you don't know how to do carpentry and earn enough money, because you could go to work at McDonald's or something, but you won't earn enough money. It's like you make $800 a month. Okay, rent is $800. Now what are you gonna make? Maybe rent could be $400. You could find a room somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So your life will be tougher than mine. All right, so I also found out that friends usually don't help. Now, at this case, they were very strange friends. All right? My mother's friend, Anna Carr, gave us a place to live. Okay, so there was... But most of the friends that you have, they just say things like, hello, and then they say something nice. Get over here, please. And remember about being respectful for 15 minutes? Just come over here, please. Sir? Come over here. This way you don't distract my... Grab something, put it on top. So, most friends usually don't help you. And what I want to do is make you into the centurion where you can actually help at least one person, if not 100. For instance, there were children that are only, or young men, 18 years old, and they have bought their own house. You know what? They know what to do, though.
Bought it completely?
Yes. There are houses here that, just move in and fix it up, and then while you're fixing it up, you live there. So what I found out also is that most churches don't help. Most of them. Some of them help very little. They give you food. That's nice. Usually it's not enough food.
Yeah.
And usually they give you help during the time of day that you're supposed to be at work. You see? So you can't really get there. Or you don't have a car to go get the groceries. You know, that's why I want you to learn electricity so you can build electric bicycles and you can get to places. Now, the Jehovah's Witnesses, they know my name, they read with me, they want me. Will they help me find work? Yes, if I join them. But they don't believe in divorce. And so, therefore, I stay away from them because they have pretty girls there. All right?
Most of those girls are always in.
No, there's a whole bunch of them that are single. You've seen the young man that comes here. I don't know what's wrong with him. Yo, you're surrounded by beautiful girls. Marry one of them. But, no, I'm not going to marry her because I'm too shy. You see? And that's how life skips you by. You can either be strong or weak in all areas. If you're strong in asking girls out, then most likely you'll find one that will want to marry you. Okay, so here I went to Pastor Paul at the Lutheran church. There was another Pastor Paul at the Baptist church. And there was a third Pastor Paul at the Church of God. All of these churches. And I went to find out. Paul is a name of a Christian name, I believe. Saul and Paul. So I used to think, here's my idea, which I never went through with it. Go talk to them, and Monday through Saturday, they offer computer repair classes at the churches, you know.
Is there Pastor Paul?
They're still alive, all three of them, I think. Now, second, they could offer carpentry classes and tomatoes and how to grow tomatoes and things and vegetables, right? But maybe these pastors won't do it, so it's my turn to become a carpenter and a gardener and to open up a church and do these things. If I fail, then you must do these things, because people in the cities, they don't know how to grow food, most of them. So it's important that you learn. All right, son? Thank you for your time. And tomorrow we'll continue with another 15 minutes. God bless you and those that surround you. Go help somebody. Go teach them how to grow vegetables.